welcome to the stream. Hope you're all doing well on this. Let's see, it's Friday evening, and time flies. Yeah, today we're just gonna be playing some Arena Breakout Mobile. Right now I'm just trying to get through the stuff we got from the last raid and just try to organize it. But yeah, I did want to mention at the beginning of the stream that we did decide to change the channel name. I thought Skonetic would be a little bit better, mostly because if the channel does succeed and we are able to get monetized on either this platform or Twitch, we're gonna have to make sure that the channel name can be monetized, and the one we had before I don't think would be able to, because there are so many channels that have a similar name and it just would be really confusing. And this one, there's no one out there that has this branding or anything like that, so we decided to make the change and switch things up. But I think today we're going to be playing a lot of the Arsenal and try to focus on that map, because I've learned that a lot of Arena Breakout mobile players really focus on one map specifically. And so I think we're going to start with that one, just get really confident with it, and hopefully expand our loadouts. So that's sort of the goal and the game plan. Alright, so let's see how much these are worth. I'm trying to figure out which one to use. So we can use these 10k ones, because the one we have right now is definitely... Alright, 15k is not too bad. Alright, 7k is going to be the cheapest. So we're going to switch these out. Just try to make more room. Oh, this one's, yeah, 25k. I doubt, yeah, we're gonna sell this one. And then this way, can't really do anything with this currently. How much is this worth? 30k. I know it's a horrible idea, but I'm just trying to make space so we can get things started. What if we... Surprised that there's no stock on this one. How much is this? Okay. I guess we can't really sell this stuff. I'm just trying to... Oh, I have to take it off first. I forgot about that. Not sure where I'm gonna put this one, because it's not a single. That way we can put a helmet there if we ever get one. Let's just put this... Oh, I totally forgot about that. Okay, so we'll equip this. Move the weapon down here. And then we'll move this up here. So we'll rotate it. Dang, this one's really long. Okay, so let's... I don't even know if this one will fit. Okay, it will. Okay, so this doesn't really put us in a good position. Oh, anyway, let's move these over here. There we go. And then we can move this back up here. That leaves us with enough... Oh, nope. Enough room to put these back here. Move this down here, because we'll always have the grip. We can always re-equip that as needed. And then I'm just gonna sell... I'm just gonna put these on the market. That way we can free up some space, put this over here. Getting closer. Oh, we could do the same thing. We can get rid of the magazine and the stock. We can put that over here. Oh, they added this. Oh no, this might be... No, they did. There's a new menu over here. I did not notice this until I accidentally clicked it. But this really helps, especially when trying to put attachments on these weapons. Yeah, this is going to help a lot. Okay, now that all of those are... Actually, we can keep the stock on here, but I should take the grip off. There we go. Not the best loadout or best way to manage all this. Sure, we'll list it. Might not be worth it, but I doubt we'll use it anytime soon. Same with this. But maybe someone will have some alternative use for it. And then we'll keep that in the case just in case we need it later. Same with these other two things, but this should be good. Now the only thing we're going to run into here is there's not going to be enough space to purchase any weapons. So what I might do... I don't know, let's just try to purchase and see what happens. It should just go straight in. I think they fixed that. And if not, we can always figure something out. Or we can at least quick equip stuff. So we have both of those. Surgicals, I need 2 medkits. Let's see, I could probably take an endurance. How much are those? Pretty expensive, couple of $1,000s. And then we'll probably wait on buying those just until we know we actually have to buy them. Alright, that'll be good enough. And then what I'll do is just move this over here, and that way we have enough space to buy an assault rifle. I really need to figure out what to get rid of, especially if we get anything really good in these matches. We'll do the 7.6. And then that should give us enough room. I'm just gonna sell the mag. If we have to buy one later, we can always do that. I really wanted to at some point get up to being able to just buy these scars and use that as our standard weapon, but until then we'll have to stick to the AK. We could add a chamber, but I'll probably keep it as is. And then I think we have enough ammo, so I'm going to use the stuff we have before buying more stuff. But 1,000 isn't too bad. I'm pretty comfortable with purchasing these magazines. So maybe at some point we'll try to buy some more expensive stuff. Alright, and then we'll move the medkit over here. See, I feel like we have some ammo we can use. We'll use 30 there. Didn't realize the AK... Oh, I guess it's just a really nice one. I'm not going to replace it, but Yeah, I think we got that in our last match. I'm not entirely sure. 62 now, so not too bad. But the 40 should cover the rest of the stuff we need. Not entirely sure where it went. Oh, right up here. Perfect. And then we'll just take this one out. And then we'll use that as backup. But having 2 spares should be okay. Alright, perfect. Well, probably just use this for now. Yeah, I hope you're all doing well on this Friday evening. I'm glad y'all are able to tune in to the stream, whether you're here live or watching the VOD. We'll be also streaming on Twitch, possibly 3 times a week. That is the goal. And there will be another video coming out tomorrow. It will be on all of the audio cues, and I did a lot of research into figuring out how to best explain those for you to listen to those in the match. So hopefully those will help you out in your next Arena Breakout match. But right now we're just playing a lot of Fortnite Mobile on the Twitch channel, just trying to get the Battle Pass completed as a little fun challenge. And then we'll probably switch over to Arena Breakout before Call of Duty Mobile DMZ comes out, which I took a look at it, and I'm kind of curious as to how it's going to turn out. Because the graphics, if you have them on max graphics, are pretty good. But overall, it seems like a good system, but I feel like Arena Breakout might still be the more strategic game. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen there. Here we go. I've actually not played in a while, because we recorded the video last week, and it's just been editing this week. So nothing... We didn't play too much, but it's nice to finally get back into it. I'm a huge fan of this scope. Let me check out which one that is, just so we have that. So the OKP scope is pretty good. It's one of my favorites on the AK. This might be the... No, it's not the barn area. Oh no, it is the barn, okay. Oh, this was the place where we almost got the 300,000 loot value from that one opponent. But we had to unload like our entire magazine to do any damage to them. Yeah, let's go get those crates down here. We'll hit the storage cases real quick. And I do remember the field crates being pretty good. But I'll probably have to go somewhere else for those. Try not to use too much ammo on them. But just enough to take them out. Nothing too much there. Maybe that was a real player. So I feel like we got the headshot on them a couple times. And normally that would do it for them. Alright, we got some sort of weapon here. I don't really hear them. I say we just get this real quick and then head back up to the second floor. Alright, shots in the distance there. Let's just head over here, get some crates. Oh, here we go. The field combat supply crates are one of my favorites to use. Or open, I guess. I guess we can get these miscellaneous parts just in case we need them for one of the extraction sites. I think there's someone in the bar. No, that's... Alright, just the NPC. Well, head out of here. Try to not raise too much suspicion. Alright, well, if they go back inside, should be alright. Let's reload the mags real quick. I think we had some. Oh, here we go. Only take a couple seconds. Then I doubt we have too much in here. I'm just surprised there's so much gunfire. There we go. Spent a little too much ammo on them, but trying not to take too much damage as we head to the arsenal, because that's like one of the main hotspots. Alright, so we just head up here, away from the gunfire. So we don't have enough yet to make our first move for the combat. Yeah, nothing really worth it to take. I don't know, I'm just trying not to waste too much ammo on these NPCs. The key here is really just to search as many of these crates as you can, because you never know what you're really going to find. Can't tell if someone's sniping, or if that's just another one of those NPCs. Actually never... I thought you could just go up this way, but I guess not. Alright, so they're not too much of a concern for us. Actually, I guess so. It's nice that those are only 2 shots, but that does raise some suspicion. See if this takes these ones, so that way we can get at least a full mag. 6 shots, it's pretty good. Alright, let's go see what's going on up here. Alright, I think it's all clear. Might be a player, but at the same time it could be just one of those NPCs walking pretty quickly. Yeah, it's not a real player, okay. And I've always seen a couple teams that would just like run up the ridge here. No, it's definitely a real player somewhere around here. Because I see someone over there, so that probably was a real player. There's one up there, it might be a sniper. Yeah, I think that was a NPC as well. Yeah, probably nothing in here as well that we'll need. Yeah, I don't have enough time to switch to the other weapon. Yeah, I should have known that they were going to possibly come back after running down the ridge and back up. Especially with those callouts too. I guess we'll collect the market mail real quick. That we can spend the money on the next loadout. Wish there was an easier way. Oh, probably doing that. There we go, that'd be good enough. We're still well above 1 million, so not too worried about spending money on the next loadout. Oh, we're gonna have to do... Let's buy the chest rig and the backpack, and then we'll make room for the weapon. Oh, I should have got the other one. I don't know why it has an issue with that, because we technically do, but I guess that it doesn't say we have enough space because it can't fill our personal storage, but it still can fill the chest rig. See, 7.3 is pretty good. Let's see what scope it has. I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of that one. Oh, someone just bought that one. Well, I guess we'll just take this one. Not the best scope, but it's okay. Then we'll get 70 rounds of ammo. That should be good enough for 2 mags. Oh, mags are pretty cheap now. And then let's see if we should just buy the optic. Not too expensive if it's only 1K. These ones are a little overkill, so maybe we should just like save our own customized loadouts. That might be better. Yeah, it's a little bit of a pain to do that, but should be okay. And then we'll put the rest in there. I guess you still have to unload. I wish you could just feel it, besides taking it out and then putting it back in. Alright, should be good. We'll get back into the next Arsenal match, and that should be it. Maybe we'll use the more expensive weapons. We just have to get a little bit more comfortable using them. Because some of these are like 50k builds, 100k, all the way up to like 200k builds, so don't really want to use those until we really have a solid team as well. That's another thing. Yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Glad to see we now have 4 viewers. It's pretty sick, so glad you all are tuning in. Really appreciate it. If y'all do want to join, go ahead and let me know in the chat, and we can definitely get a team going. That'd be pretty fun. Yeah, we have a new video coming out tomorrow on all of the sound cues, so if you do want to check that out, be sure to check out the channel tomorrow, because that will be out around 11 a.m. CST, so be sure to check that out. And then we'll try to be live on the Twitch more regularly, so go ahead and check that out too. Not the best secondary, but we'll take it. Probably switch that out, but just keep it as MISC parts. Probably should have gone for the safe before they did, but we'll see what's really in there. Oh, perfect. This one's gonna be great to use. Has a pretty high treatment speed too. Alright, one on the ridge. Don't really have to worry about them at the moment. We should get these alarms going pretty soon. Alright, we got one person in here. I say we swing right though. Alright, I'm gonna go back real quick. I guarantee there's someone right in there too. Alright, got one person there, or that's our team. I'm not gonna deal with them, we gotta save ammo. Alright, so we got this gate opening soon. There we go, give me something good. Okay, well, I mean, we'll keep it just for now. Then hopefully we'll get a placeholder relatively soon. I do want to hear your thoughts on the new COD mobile DMZ mode, if you're going to be playing that. Because I did take a look at some first looks at the game and the mode. So I think it's going to be a mode, it's not going to be its own separate game. And I'm curious what you all think about it. Alright, so that's probably got another... Oh, that was a bad idea. I should have just kept going back. Yeah, I'm a little skeptic with the DMZ mode in COD Mobile. I'm not sure how it will compare to Arena Breakout, since I'm just trying to compare it against another extraction shooter. Do you think so? I was sort of like questioning it because it seemed like it wasn't as strategic as Arena Breakout is. But I guess I won't know until I see more footage of it and then also really just play it myself. Yeah, I'm curious when it's going to be out because I heard it's coming soon. But then again, with a lot of these mobile games, you never really know when that's going to happen. Yeah, at least for if you're referencing this game, I almost got 300k from one player, and it really just shows that one fight can really change it all for you. And then also just really looking through any crates that you can find, because you never know what's going to be in there. Oh really? How much was that worth? That's gotta be a pretty penny too. I've noticed a lot of these, like, there's some random like sculptures and stuff like that that will be pretty high loot value. Same with the golden cheetah, I think it is. Yeah, the GT slugs. Yeah, those are pretty good. Yeah, I'm mostly just using this pretty, like, budget, I guess, loadouts, and that way we can really get to know the map a little bit better and then increase these loot value loadouts, I guess. Yeah, they're around that price too. Guarantee everyone's gonna head to the... Actually, that one's not really worth it. It's only like 2k cash in there. Never seen anything else. Yeah, that's what I've noticed. It gives you a little bit more time to really get familiar with the map and really get to understand it, especially with less players in there. Alright, we'll see if they search the safe upstairs and then let's move on. Oh, pretty good. For a suitcase, that's not too bad. A lot of misc items, but honestly that might help once we get to one of the checkpoints, or the extraction sites. Oh, there we go. I think there's one other player with us, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna test out the DMZ mode and see if it's really worth it. And if not, we can always bounce back on this game, because this one's actually, like, all things considered, it's probably one of my favorite mobile games so far. And Tencent Studios just does a really good job with all of their products, and really, like, focuses on the community too, which I really like that touch as well.
Found some loot here.
I think this might be locked, but I can't remember. Alright, it's already been searched. We'll see if there's anything left. Yeah, that's what I was wondering, if they're adding it a little bit too late. But at least they're trying to freshen up the game, since it's kind of aged significantly since the first release. Alright, so they cleared out of the barn area. I'm definitely going to keep that in the case. That was kind of a lucky find, to be honest, finding that key. I don't know, I guess we can keep the misc items too in case contacts need them. Then we can make a nice trade. Yeah, that is true. I've noticed that sometimes they do have some pretty good items. I just try to ignore them sometimes so I can conserve ammo. Yeah, that is my goal, to try those different modes once I get some higher loadout, or more expensive loadouts. Oh, we got one up there possibly. We can steal this weapon as our secondary, just to keep it as a replacement. I guess we could check the bunker as well. I did not know how good things were down there. Or really, what are the drawbacks on the DUM rounds? Are they just not as good as other possible replacements? Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna hold off on unlocking that. Alright, so we hit the barn and then go to the bunker. Alright, let's see what we have here. Yeah, I did not expect to see the teapot in there. Normally I don't really get too much good loot from that. I guess today was my lucky day. I might stay away from the arsenal this one match just because of the stuff we have right now. Might not be worth the risk. Alright, let's see where we should head to. Oh, we still have plenty of time too. I'll just head to the third one.
Negative.
Or we can see where the teammates are going to, just as a possible option. I have to see what the contacts are really looking for and then focus our looting on that. Seems like this place was already looted, so it might not be too much in here. But maybe we'll find something good. Yeah, I totally agree on the thing you were talking about, the hotspots. I feel like there's not going to be too much expensive stuff in these crates since they're already searched, but sometimes people just don't have the space to take everything. I feel like they should have closed them too to prevent players from knowing where they are. Hey Taco, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Glad to see you come back to this. Appreciate you helping us out in the last stream too. Glad to play alongside you. Yeah, we're just trying to really focus on Arsenal. Just try to focus on one map at a time. I think there's already a search. We should just head out.
Need backup.
Understood.
Both today, I think. So far just randoms, but I'd be open to viewers as well. Oh, yeah, I totally agree. Is that why you focus on clan members and stuff like that? Like at least with the people you play with? Alright, since they're searching this, I might hold off on taking some stuff. Unless the teammate wasn't really the one who executed the kill. We already had the barn, so I'm just gonna head on out. Or the shooting range, but
Watch
maybe
this
we'll head to
location.
barn and then make our way out of here. See, I don't like taking people's loot. I feel like it's kind of disrespectful. And that's why I kind of have loot priority on, so that people can get what they need before others take it. Yeah, I think I have that on. I turned it on before queuing into this match.
Let's extract here.
Understood.
Understood.
I guess we could just camp out this spot, but that'd be kind of boring. Oh, actually we could just head on out. That was a pretty perfect raid, I will say. Everything went right to plan too. Okay, I also didn't know about the assisting function. That's pretty cool. Alright, well, I hate to do this since we have such a great group of people watching the stream, but I do have to end the stream right now. I was only able to be on for about an hour. I gotta go back to work. So I'd like to thank you all for watching the stream. Let's definitely get something going next stream. I'll be live on Twitch. I'm trying to get through some things on there, but then we'll do some arena breakout and we'll be on there. But unfortunately, I do have to end the stream. But thank you all so much for coming out to watch the stream. Really appreciate it. Glad to get a solid group of viewers out here. But I'll hope to see you again. We do have a video coming out tomorrow, so do check that one out. Really appreciate it. Let me know in the comments what you think of it, because I'll be watching those closely for feedback as well. And then we also have another CGI project in the works, but I also got to work on the new branding. So thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.